Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here for another beautiful, glorious day here in Zoodesia Zoo, where we have so much to do in the zoo. And I have to say, I am so freaking excited! Lily, I am just, oh Tate, you seem to be excited too. Are you hopping on mushrooms down there? Oh Tate, you're so cute. Here, come on, you can follow me. But Lily, I am so excited, guys. I'm loving this. Being able to actually do work once more in our zoo, to have inspiration on how to improve all of the different areas so that they can grow organically with the help of all of the different zookeepers. And there's leaves everywhere. Of course there's leaves everywhere. It's my zoo. There would be leaves everywhere in my zoo. But I have been so inspired by the way that we now properly have work to do in the zoo in order to hire new people to come work for the zoo, in order to be able to welcome guests into the zoo. It's absolutely thrilling, and I'm coming up with a lot of creative things that we could do to earn even more zookeeper experience. Like, bear with me, but I think this is actually a great idea. I think, my friends, we should, are you ready for this? Expand the Peafowl garden! Dun 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 dun! Yes, I know there are other places that we can actually go to gather zookeeper experience in our zoo, and I do want to spend time in them, but the more we spend time, Lily, Tate, why don't you two sit for just a second? Are you guys dancing? Okay, you're dancing with Lana. You can go ahead and dance with the kitten. But the more time we spend over here to gather up the experience and be able to do trades with the zookeepers who work here, mainly it's just Casey who works here. And then we have Tania, who also works here, but she specifically and only studies animal territories. But the more time I spend with them, the more time I realize that there's plenty to keep us busy just right here in trying to upgrade the area. And while we're here, we can be collecting up all of these peafowl eggs. There's a whole bunch of, bay tree seed. Now that's pretty cool. We can be gathering up the eggs, beet seeds that they've apparently found. We can be improving the overall welfare for our peafowl. I mean, it's just so tight over here. There's just so many of them. I feel like they don't have enough forest to be able to roam. So we can totally just improve the zoo right over here and then come and while we're working on it, like here's another peafowl egg right here. And while we're working on it, we can walk over to Casey and then she will now accept these peafowl eggs from us. Ta-da! And we can get the experience we need to hire more people to the Red Wolf National Park and Research Center, which is my goal. And that reminds me. Okay, hang on, Sunflower. Also, I need to maybe, I want to just work on so much of this and improve so much of it to make the gardens even better. Now that we have spent so long with the gardens this specific way. All right, let's gather up these berry gardens, which we can trade for experience for the peafowl. But if we come over here, not over there. But if we come over to the keeper planning station, I figured out how we can finally keep track of the help wanted ads. We're just gonna go ahead and rename them. So we have enough help wanted ads that we can now hire a deer researcher and we can hire an ornithologist, which is like a bird researcher, because I really want to have somebody to study the owls who could live out in our Red Wolf National Research Center. Maybe they could study screech owls. But somebody to teach us about screech owls will not be the only kind of researchers that we will need at the Red Wolf National Research Center. So I want to hire at least 2 or 3 more people before we go back. And so we have our deer researcher who I hope will be able to trade cows into deer. They can find a safe, happy home for the cows to live in that aren't in my redwood forest, so they can be in the proper biome and no longer an invasive species. And in return, I'm hoping to get a special species of deer. But we also need a wolf researcher. Gosh, I mean, Tate, I'm trying to think about who else we'd need. I'm thinking maybe somebody to study the bunnies or the foxes, maybe somebody who could study the moss in the area, maybe even help us out with researching the redwood trees, because I have not yet found redwood trees in the world. So there's quite a bit we could do. And now when we earn the hiring ads, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my experience, my concentrated essence berries that we have from my treehouse, and we'll just go ahead and rename it. And that should be enough for Jim to like put the details together herself. All right, but let's head out. And so with all of that said, I just feel like we have a lot of opportunity to do really good work in here and maybe improve a lot of things. Leonite, by the way, I found out loves the cafe part of this, and she's actually hoping that we can get these peafowl out of here so that, oh, hey Tata! There you are! When did you get into the garden? You little trickster, you! You snuck right in here, didn't you? He was way up there. Like, he was literally perched up on top of that cliffside last we saw him. So somehow Tata has managed to get into the garden. That is hilarious. But Leonite wants to be retrained so that she can help out with adorable little cafe things. She actually is hoping that she could like help to serve little cups of coffee and espresso and get the birds out of the garden so people can relax and just enjoy the beauty. And I think that's an extremely lovely way to view things, and I would really like to help her out with that. So I was thinking we could spend time here, and the villagers are really happy in Zomberry Village. That's adorable. And while we're here, we can just keep collecting like the berry gardens or the peafowl eggs and then trade them with Casey. So Casey, what do you think? There we go. And then we should probably also do some other things too, like the raw snails. Yes, we could set up some more fishing gardens that could be over in the little river behind the peafowl's house. Hello, little parrot. And I was thinking we could even get the parrots. Whoop, let's clear this out of the way so I can wiggle this way. Get these low-hanging branches out so people might have a little bit more room. Maybe get some of the pressure plates going. I'm feeling this, you guys. I'm super excited about upgrading the back of the peafowl area so that people will have Aster Seed! Aster Seed, do you want to come and see Sunflower? It has been so long since the two of you have been united. Come along, you've been so patiently waiting over here while I have literally been everywhere else for months. Yay! The two mates are reunited. This is absolutely glorious. There you go, you two. Oh, and by the way, the Peafowl teleporter actually looks like a proper teleporter now. It has got itself turned into stone, which is much better. Oh, this is so good. But anyway, moral of the story, long story short, we're going to be working in the Peafowl garden. I'm really ready to give it more of a professional touch, to spend some time here, and while we're here, we will continue to gather the experience that we need to take care of hiring people for the Red Wolf Forest. So enough of my yammering, let's go ahead. I think there's actually a bunch of Peafowl eggs right over here, hiding. Are you not gonna, she is not gonna let me on that nest. Are you gonna, no, you are not gonna let me on that nest. All right, hang on. Oh my gosh, she really did not want to let me on that nest. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I just needed to check, okay? I'll even put back the Madagascar palm. All right, there you go. You can get back on now. We need to do a little bit of study on your eggs, dear. All right, but yeah, I think, oh yes, and a peacock feather. Thank you, Titus. But I think maybe getting like a barrier up here so that then the peacocks couldn't just wiggle their way in would create just like a calm section in the garden where you felt like you could get away from all of them for just a minute. Here, Tate, Lily, you two sit for just a second. And Casey, let me go ahead and trade more of what I've got with you. And then we should probably, I do want to try to get some raw snails for them because they are really big insectivores. And to get raw snails, you can set up little fishing traps. So I think I have some fishing traps nearby. Lily, Tate, do you guys want to come check with me? Let's see. But yeah, imagine like all of this opened up. So I'm thinking expanding the fencing, which is literally just made out of oak leaves. But expanding the fencing so then, oh, I haven't turned this into a river yet. I've been meaning to turn this whole section into a river for a very long time. Like to fill the whole thing from there. Oh, hey, another wild parrot. That's so cool that we've been releasing some of them in the area. But I've been meaning to like fill it from there all the way over. And to have the river run to this other side over here. Oh, there's a duck over here. How cool. And a goat. Hello, goat. And more ducks. Yeah, I've been meaning to have it so that we could come all the way over here and have the two little rivers connect. And I haven't done that yet. Oh, and it'd be really fun if we could have what is actually my freshwater ray tank that we haven't seen for years. It needs updated too. If we could have that connect up with the Peafowl garden somehow, I think people should be able to walk between them. Oh, this is so cool. I am so excited about the idea of doing like all of these upgrades. This is actually a little garden made out of ferns. It'd be nice if there was like some way to denote, like if I could do some sort of little statues so you knew that this was actually like a garden and not just a random wild section. But this is very beautiful. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, our world is something special. All right, let's go ahead and head back to the zookeeper station. One of the little, oh, the moonworms. It's so exciting to see them. We've got overgrown mushrooms over here. Oh, I would love to get some statues and things that we could start putting up everywhere so that you actually had an idea of like what counted as actual zoo and what was just like part of the wild that we tried to take care of. All right, Lily, Tate, you guys ready? There you go, Lily. Tate, you're gonna have to get out of the glowstone block if you want breakfast. There you go, buddy. All right, I can leave a few of these things in the fridge, like the mushrooms. Okay, the mushrooms can go in the fridge. Makes absolutely no sense, but I'll put it in the pantry. All right, and actually, I guess I could harvest these cute little lemons. This is from two awesome people who wanted to provide a refreshing drink of lemons. I remember that from way back when. All right, we'll gather up these lemons. I guess I could gather... These could all go to the deer, actually. There we go. Just all of these wild veggies. And then we can leave them a little bit more room to grow. Oh, everything is just looking so nice and tidy. All right, we'll put all this into the cabinet. And actually, I think we should get a, because I have all these seeds. Okay, these seeds I could feed to the peafowl, but I have a lot of seeds that I'm like not going to be able to use right away, like the chive and beet seeds. I think we should go ahead and get more wood somewhere and make ourselves a compost bin. That would be a good idea. Put a compost bin outside. Also, I need some food, so let's eat my apricot bite safari salad. Can't wait to hire somebody to be able to provide more of that. That'll be awesome. Eat some toasted coconut. Also awesome. Sprinkle that on top of my salad. And if I was gonna get more wood, I guess we could go in the section behind the peafowl garden. I want to be careful not to knock down any of my big trees over here, because those are decorative. But what if we come around? I need shears. I'm gonna need a lot of oak leaves, actually. And where are my shears? What? What? Okay, I'm gonna need shears. I'm gonna need oak leaves. Come on, Lily and Tate. I think I'm gonna leave you guys in the peafowl garden for just a minute. Let's see, has my lettuce grown back in? My lettuce hasn't even grown back in. My goodness. It's been a heck of a moment since I even plucked it. All right, let's bring my puppers over here. Lanite, are you climbing on Lily? I think Lanite is so desperate to be able to like block this area off and make it so that it stays nice and tidy and people can come and they could enjoy themselves some nice tea and coffee. All right, pardon me, everybody. All right, Aster Seed, we'll be right back. I promise I will return your meat to you. But I need to see if I have oak leaves. I need iron for shears. Why am I always missing shears? Also, someone told me you can put the enchantment Unbreaking on shears. I don't know if that is true. If that's true, it would change everything. Alright, I have a couple shears. I could try to enchant them before I go back. I haven't done that forever, and I bet Persephone would be so excited to be able to spend some time. Oh my gosh, I have oak leaves. We're good on the oak leaf front. Oh my goodness. But I have a feeling Persephone would be... Oh, and there's some jungle wood. Perfect. Would be really, really happy to work with me on maybe trying to enchant some things, because it's been a long time since we've worked with our specialist cat. Alright, I always have these chocobo feathers. I can't wait to hire somebody to trade those away to. Alright, do I have a bunch of wood over here? I do not, really. I'm getting really low on oak wood. We'll have to definitely think about doing something about that. So I guess I'll just use the jungle wood for things that I might need. Like making the compost bin. What does it take to make a compost bin? Let's see. Compost bin. A bunch of sticks and a few slabs. So I have, there's a few slabs right there. And then let's make ourselves some sticks really quickly. Very nice, very nice. Oh, I think this is just about perfect. Awesome. So now we have a compost bin to stick all of these things in that we don't need. And let's see, I'll take the oak hedge. Yeah, I can take the oak hedge down and line that where we can try to keep the peafowl out. And then where's my carpenter's? We definitely want carpenter's gate. I'm pretty sure, don't I have a wood shop that I've been trying to build? Where I'm supposed to be putting all of these things? I sure do. Look at this. A whole proper wood shop in here. Totally forgot about this. Man, this is adorable. I should be using this more. And like using it to have all of the extra fence pieces that I need. Ooh, there's even bone meal in here? I need to get some signs for these things. Goodness gracious. All right, well, if I wanted carpenter's gates, that's gonna be... Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of just plain wood. There we go, that should be enough. And then we're gonna need a lot of sticks, actually. All right, let's get even more plain wood. And then we need to take, I think, no, it's the block surrounded by, there we go. There we go. Now we need more sticks. Excellent. All right, more sticks. And now we line up the sticks on either side. We line up the blocks. And let's get ourselves like 12 of those gates. I'm not gonna need all of those gates for what we're currently working on, for sure. Like, I'm not just going to surround the peafowl by gates. But since we're here, it makes sense to go ahead and create a whole bunch of extras. All right, there's 20 of those. Excellent. All right, and now I think I'm gonna start trying to turn this thing into like a storage for wood shop pieces that I wish I already would have done. No pun intended for, you know, wood shop would have done. Okay, I'm sorry, but that was just so perfect. All right, and then I wanna take, yeah, these pieces. So we'll have like carpenter's gates, carpenter's blocks. Then we'll have sticks, lots and lots of sticks. Pressure plates. I have no idea how many pressure plates I might need, so I think I'll just go ahead and take all of them. And then let's go see Persephone. Hello! Look at the royal court of snails, and Crumbles has laid another egg. Crumbles, I actually have another duck egg from like the other section if you want to watch over it. So there you go, Crumbles. And Mies has laid another cookie. I shall add it to the cookie jar. Thank you, Mies. Look at this. Night Crimson is hanging out with Night Rose. Totally Small Potato. Night Slipper. Snail Egg is hanging out with Delightful Apple and Emerald. The king himself is who knows where. Also, I'm going to collect these pumpkins really quickly. Alright, we'll just come on in. Nice. I can collect the wheat too, because we use the wheat as grains to feed. We use the wheat as grains to feed the peafowl, actually. There we go. Very nice. A little field of wheat that we have in the back. And I can take the extra seeds and feed those to the peafowl too. Excellent. Holy canoodles! There were not pumpkins there a second ago. Apparently it's a very prolific pumpkin field. Oh, hey, I have a whole bunch of wheat over here too. See, this is what I mean. It's just the excitement and the fun and the beauty of having a living world to tend to. There we go. All right. And while we're here, hey Iris, good girl. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the pumpkins. All right, I think that's everything, Sunflower. Carpenters, oh yeah, and we were gonna try to enchant a pair of shears because somebody told me you could enchant unbreaking on the shears. All right, Persephone, are you ready? Do I have enough enchantment? Ah, no, I don't think you can enchant shears in 1.7.10. That's the thing. Ah, well, I'll just have to like eternally stay supplied in iron so that we'll be able to carry on. Oh, this is exciting. Thinking about the big expansions we could do. The animals we could start putting into proper places. The way that we can really like we can just, while we are spending time gathering up this EXP, also be able, there we go, to improve our zoo, and it just makes me so happy. All right, there, 32 from the peafowl feather that we just picked up. We have a whole bunch of wheat we just collected. Excellent. And then we also have a bunch of seeds that we just collected that we can give. Excellent. All right. Well, this is exciting, guys. I am very tickled because hopefully we'll have a good time. I think Lanite is just ecstatic at the idea that we might clear this area out and actually give her a chance to be able to have help out at the little cafe. And I think that we can start picking up the parrots and putting them in the trees with Tania's help. She'll be able to establish those boundaries so that the animals will stay in their own territory and not harass one another. And I think everything's just going to turn out great. And it'll be so much fun to expand it so that we feel like there's proper breathing room in here. Ah, I'm so excited. We're finally doing things again in the zoo. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for our wonderful, wonderful peafowl and the expansion of their garden. It sounds like somebody is in trouble, but I am not sure where or why. Hello? Hello? I will try to get to the bottom of this. Or maybe it just resolved itself. Oh dear. This is why we need to clear the area out. There is just too much going on in all directions. And I never thought I'd say that about plants before. Oh my gosh, and now I just ended up with even more flowers. But alright guys, if you could, do please leave a like for our wonderful, wonderful world. A little bit full of plants and animals, but it is ours and I cherish it dearly. If you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!